Hola, my friends. ¿Cómo estás? It's been a long time. Um, so yeah, I'm here. I'm still alive. Doing pretty good, you know what I mean? Life been lifing, and I'm learning. That's all we can do. I just cooked. Before I get into my topic at hand, I just cooked. I ain't gonna eat it until after this live. I was like, you know what? I gotta show my YouTube some love. You know, honestly, this 9 to 5. Thankful to have income, man. You know, I ain't one of them ones that's just like so ready to quit and up and jump ship and not have like a ways to live and survive out here. I don't know if it's the Capricorn in me or what, but I just can't do it. I don't got the fallback maybe that some people have, or like the partnerships that like to be able to just up and quit. But I need this job and I'm thankful. But they on some bullshit. Like, I was working from home before. That's why I was just able to go on live more often, create more. You know what I mean? But yeah, still thankful for income. But it's still tough. It's tough as fuck out here, man. Like, I don't know how people surviving, honestly. It's real. It's like even 6 figures in New York, living on your own with no roommates and shit. Like, I jumped into this living on my own, no roommates thing, and I but I'm like, damn, I gotta straighten up this studio. I might need to rent this second room out, honestly. Might come down to this. I worked hard to not have roommates, but I might have to rent this second room on out. Clean this up. Mitzi is just going crazy. She keeps throwing people at the door. Keep going crazy at the sounds through the thin walls in my hallway, but let the dog bark. Dog being a dog. But yeah, no, it's real. I'm like, I'm gonna have to try and rent out this room or something, figure it out, move the studio to the other room. Try and get some bread, stack up a bit. What else is new? Been kind of quiet on the performing side. So it was a great summer. When was the last time I performed? Damn, was it New Blue? Yeah, New Blue. New Blue was super fire, opening up for DJ Ill Digits and Charlie Smarts. I was about to say Charlie Clips. Charlie Smarts, DJ Ill Digits, North Carolina. You know what I mean? That was my last performance. It was great. I'm performing again October 29th. Piff James' birthday party. Pull up. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Sign up for the channel. There's this channel where I'm giving people exclusive updates, exclusive content behind the scenes. So sign up for that on IG. And also shout out to Dre Scuffs, man. Dre Scuffs done. Let's see if this is set up right. Dre Scuffs done goddamn made a movie, man. He kept saying he was gonna make a movie. He really did that. Really proud of this guy. He used some of my music, used some of my beats in the movie. You could check it out. It's called Loose Ends. It's on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. It's really good, man. Really, it's really dope that like, yeah, my man's really shot his own movie. It's not easy, but I'm gonna fast forward to the scene with my beat in it. Go my scene with the beat in it. And the beat ain't got no samples. You know what I mean? Little B&E scene right there. Yeah.
Hey yo, it's one of you niggas is chops.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. A little Passport Rav beat in a movie, man. I'm happy to see that, man. Man getting views, getting mad love. Yeah, man, shout out to Dre Scuffs, man. He's a boss.
All around, club and good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's all the stuff that's been going on. Fly By Night. Maybe I haven't gone live since I dropped another album, Fly By Night. It's out, produced by Darius Lazar. Definitely my best project to date. I still got a couple more visuals I need to shoot. You know, probably could have did a better rollout, but you know, niggas straight indie, just doing the best I can, trying not to overload myself with judgment and goddamn pressure. But yeah, Fly By Night's out. I also, for the first time, was freestyling on Shade 45, man. For those that ain't see it yet, you can catch me on Static Selector's show, man. Shout out to Static, showing love. Catch me freestyling, going nuts, going bananas. You know what I mean? So this brings me to my topic at hand: ambition versus thirst. Anybody who knows my career knows that, like, good for some years, it was like Static was one of them ones where it's like, this is a goal of mine. I feel like he would appreciate my music, and he's somebody that should be tapped into my shit. And now it's like, it's there. He's showing love, playing the music on the regular. Man brought me up to spit some bars, and it's been dope. You know, I was like, he shows more love than a lot of these smaller DJs and vlogs and bloggers and whatnot. I'm like, you know, appreciate what I do have, even though I feel like some of y'all niggas is way too sleep, and it's sounding like hate. It's feeling like hate sometimes, but forget about it. Ambition versus thirst. So, talking to one of my homies, and we both kind of just agreed, because it's like the further along you get in your career, you just kind of wisen up. Because I used to be this artist, you know, I used to be that artist that's like thirsty, just wanting to work, just feeling like everybody should just, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that now, but I'm not thirsty for it. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not like begging nobody for nothing. I'm not, you know, and then that thin line between ambition and thirst, and the threshold, because you need ambition to do anything in life, whether you're a student, a business entrepreneur, artist. You need ambition, because if you're not ambitious, you ain't gonna get nothing. But if you're, sometimes when you're too thirsty, you scare away. You're counterproductive with your progression, because you're potentially turning off the people that you need to work with, or that, you know, that you want to get hip to what you got going on. And yeah, I used to be that artist, thirsty, just, you should fuck with me, like, da 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 da. And the further along you get in your career, you realize the best situations that happened to me happened super organic. Everything that happened for me was organic. Even applying to jobs, I realized, I was just talking to my other homie, I'm like, no job that I ever applied for was the job that I got. All the jobs that I've ever gotten were jobs that hit me up because they see my resume or whatever. I've never gotten a job that I applied for. Never. Not one time. Every single job I've applied for is just sorry. You know, we moved along, we picked somebody else. It's always the jobs that hit me up, because I recently interviewed for a really nice job, and I hope I get it, because it would just help. I'd be able to work from home sometimes. I'd get more money to invest, more freedom, hopefully. And yeah, no job I ever applied for have I gotten. And same thing with connections. Same thing with every single connection, from LL Cool J to Static Selector to, you know, Black Thought, me having a song with Black Thought on SoundCloud. Everything was organic. From Chinatown Sounds, you know, every single thing, every show I've gotten was from just being cool, being in the room, and people noticing the work. Same thing with women, honestly, to be real. You know, the best women I've had in my life were the ones that just easily, naturally, organically came into my circumference and realized, like, oh, I rock with this dude, you know, like, let me give him some love. And you artists got to realize, man, because as things are happening, and this ain't about nobody one in particular, because trust and believe, it's just not one person. It's just something I'm noticing with a lot of artists where you want something. You see an artist that you're a fan of, a producer, a DJ, whatever. I truly feel like the best approach is to just be cool. Just be cool. Don't be thirsty to collab. Don't be thirsty to work with people. Be cool. Be around. I still ain't got no collab. I've hung out with Static numerous of times. I've hung out with Rome Streets numerous of times, you know, because of the Walkers and, you know, my Walker family. Numerous of times. I've never asked Rome Streets for a thing. Even that video game thing that I helped out on, that was something the programmer reached out to me. Everything is people reaching out to me. The dopest opportunities are people reaching out to me because I put in the work on my own. You got to put in the work so much on your own and build your shit so much that people notice it. And that's when you get it. You get it the way you get it in an organic way. You get it in a way that is more on your terms. It's a negotiation at the end of the day. Everything is negotiation, and it's a business. You know, once you get to a certain point, age in life and your career, you don't want to waste time. You realize time is precious. You know, who knows how much longer I'll be rapping at least. You know, I'll be making music for the rest of my life, but you know, I don't have time to force any collab, force anything that just doesn't come out right. And that doesn't mean that an artist is whack or anything. It just could be our sound might not mesh together. And if you think our sound meshes together, then pay that man some damn dollars. So I asked Static for how much beat or EP would be with him. He gave me a price. Cool. I can't afford it. But yeah, how much would it be? And, you know, I'm at that point where I'm like, listen, I'm nice. Like, you should be putting me on your shit, whatever, cool. But we still cool. I'm going to still hang around. And I take whatever I can get. The opportunities that I do get, I'm appreciative, you know, of. I'm not going to sit here and be on some greedy shit like, oh, you should be doing more for me. You should be doing this. Just like, I would like that, but I'm not going to expect that and have like this sense of entitlement. Very easy to get entitled as artists because we might think our stock is bigger than what it is. You have to deal in reality. And in the reality, even besides your stock in this industry, does this person want to work with me? You know, people, a lot of people, few people, bigger, smaller, whatever, hitting up, oh, how do I do this? Random people in my DMs that I've never met before. Oh, how do I get on this? And I'm just like, fam, it's not by doing it this way. Though the reason before I was even introduced to that studio, they was playing my music. I've sharpened the sword to the point, and I've made dope music that has gotten respect and at least gotten my name across to where it's like, all right, I know who Passport Rav is. So now when I'm in the room, I'm still on some chill shit. I just be chill. Now, closed mouths don't get fed. So this is why I say ambition versus thirst. Because if you don't say nothing, if you don't ever try your hand and be like, oh, how about this suggestion? You know, there's a real thin line. I still feel like if you just put in enough work on your own, you continually show your worth and build your fan base, build your brand up. Just being in the room and chilling, let them still come to you and be like, yo, whatever, you know what I mean? Or if something makes sense, you just gotta chill. I think some people are too ambitious sometimes and shoot themselves in the foot because you're prematurely trying to like jump in bed with niggas. And it is, you know, when you're making music together, you are creating something. You're creating something together. It is like creating a child that you're going to have to nurture and invest in. And maybe, you know, for instance, me and Blue, you know, 83, great classic project, AOTY, in my opinion, album of the year status, in my opinion. We might not get the true love we deserve until maybe next year. And somebody's hitting us up like, oh, let's do this European tour. We have to be able to get along. We have to be able to maybe share a hotel room together, you know, and share flights. And we definitely had to invest and be like, all right, I made the deposit for this video. You know, give me the bread for this second half, and vice versa, you know, and not and investing. It's like, we have to be able to get along. It's an investment. It's creating something. It's not willy-nilly, or we're just making rap songs and keeping it moving. Nah, we make a hit record, just like with Malcolm on Twitter, you know, made a hit record, featured Napoleon the Legend on it, and like made sure he got his bread out of it, made sure he got his cut out of it. Same thing with 83. We sell vinyl, we make sure we get cuts. It's just not simple just as let's just make music. Not at this point of trying to cross over into making a living from it. Once it stops being a hobby, you have to realize it's deeper than just rap. You know, Rick Ross album is deeper than just making something. You know, be cool. I just always think the best advice for artists: be around. Definitely be around and be cool. Don't hitting people randomly up on the internet. It's just such a shot in the dark. There's so many people, so many bots. Besides even the real people, there's so many bots and fake accounts hitting you up saying this, that, and the other, fake DJs, and, you know, coming at you all day. It gets tiring. And first of all, we need to see your face. You got to be around. And then when you're around, be cool, be chill, be somebody's friend. You know, start off just being cordial, being a friend before you're just like, oh, we need to work. We gotta collab. We have to collab. Says who, my nigga? Like, who says that we have to collab? You know, like, let it be even. Let the two people, producer, artist, producer, DJ, producer, artist, A&R, let it slowly, let that happen instead of you all up in a person's face all the time, you know? But again, I do feel like, again, that thin line where some people were ambitious, you know, from what I understand, J. Cole was really ambitious. Like, you know, you showing up to labels and like doing it the old school way, you know, like pushing your way into this industry. That works also when you're really talented, for sure. There's a balance. There's definitely a healthy balance. And doing things that just make sense, you know, stop spamming people. For Christ's sake, stop spamming people. Stop spamming random people with your music. Just randomly putting your music out, putting your music in people's DMs. That never works. If I'm not already a fan, and the people that I'm a fan of I'm friends with, don't do that to me. Because it's like, if you're doing dope shit, you should have your fans hyping your shit up to the point where it just comes across my timeline. People will talk about it if it's hot. People will talk about it. It will come across my timeline. I will eventually see it if you're really doing what you're supposed to do. There's really no need to be DMing people your shit so here's my thing. There are certain people I will DM. Daytwan from Vibe, as somebody who is a legendary hip hop media personality, writer, head of Vibe magazine. You know, that's like, this is different. It's like, find the people that can really do something with your career. Sending your music to another artist is just the dumbest shit to me. You're an artist, you're sending your music to another artist. And I'm not a fan. I'm just another artist. We're peers in the same work environment. Like, I'm not your fan. Why are you? I'm not a blogger. I'm not a A&R. I'm not a PR. I'm not like, I guess I'm a producer, so that makes it, that I guess in that sense makes more sense, but still, it's just, you're much better off. I got a few thousand followers from the Circadian Rhythm verse, and people till this day, from an ad I spent 2-3 years ago, I spent bread on. I spent a good $1,000 on this ad, and it got me a great response. I want to say, well, like 250,000 plays on Instagram from this ad, and like real followers, real eyes, and people, you know, I spent bread to make sure people see this. It didn't come from me DMing people this link. That's never going to work. You know, you might get 1 person out of 10 people to click on it and actually watch it. You're not getting what you want out of it, and then you're just annoying people. Because honestly, I'll just put you on mute if you keep sending me shit. Whoever the fuck. You keep sending me shit, sending me your music. I'm not a fan. I'm not your fan. And you shouldn't even send it to your fan. They got channels now on Instagram. They got channels for your fans to join. Let your fans see it in that channel. That's the only place you should be posting it. Post that shit to the channel where fans expect it. It's just amateurish because I used to do it. We all start somewhere. I used to, again, be that super ambitious person, like, showing up to rappers, listening parties, like, oh, you should fuck with me, you know what I mean? And when they look at me like I'm crazy, I get offended and I start feeling like, oh, fuck this nigga. But it's really like I'm not going about it the right way. I remember, being at a Joe Budden show at SOBs and, me and my younger self, just young and stupid. I don't know if it was before Joe Budden was about to perform or he was getting ready. And I hate when people fuck with me or talk to me or anything before I perform. So I put myself in his shoes. I gave him a beat CD. I tried to give him a beat CD and he literally put up his crooked ass thumb. He had this crooked ass thumb. It was just like, and didn't even take the CD or something. And I was heartbroken, being a Jersey artist and, I was just like, oh, fuck this nigga and blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, I'm young and stupid and not understanding, like, there's a certain way to go about things. Every environment, there's a certain proper etiquette, thinking, putting yourself in a person's shoes. Like, nobody before they're about to perform wants to be networking, my nigga. Like, be supportive. Just be there in the present and, like, be supportive. Don't be thirsty. Cause it's like, yeah, I get it. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for this shit. I get it. I'm definitely hungry. But hunger and thirst, be hungry. That's my whole motto. Be fly, stay hungry. Don't be thirsty. Because if you're dope, it's just going to shine. Make something so dope that people have no choice but to be like, oh shit, such and such is making moves. And then maybe at that point, when a person's showing you love and like constantly like, Chris Crack, for instance, I feel like, cause he's a bigger artist than me. Like he signed, got more plays, like he has a bigger buzz, a little cult like following, but he fucked with me. And, same thing with Mr. Esquire, Mr. Motherfucking Esquire. Like he's younger than me, but still like he has more experience in this industry. And when I talk to him, I feel like I'm talking to an elder because like he's been in this shit, been a New Yorker, been a rapper way before I had any type of buzz. So for them to fuck with me, it's like they notice what I'm doing, they show love. And at that point, it's like, all right, let's do something. You keep hitting me up saying you fuck with my music. Then I'm gonna be like, yo, let's do something then, cause then that makes sense. Yeah, there's some weirdos out here. I ain't gonna say no names, but this producer who is like a pretty big producer in the scene hit me up. He noticed what I'm doing and he's just like, oh, let's get a bag. Let's do some shit together. And then when I follow up, niggas ignoring me. And I'm like, all right, there's weirdos in this for sure. And people will be weirdos. Cause to me, that doesn't make sense. Cause you hit me up saying, let's work and then got quiet. It's just a common sense thing to me. And for real, it's just make music so good that people want to collab with you, that people want to fuck with you. That's it. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? One artist I'm gonna say who's dope, this dude Pep 57 from Queens, younger dude, and like every time, like I know he fucks with my music, and I didn't even know he really made music the first time I met him. That's the best way to be in a room, bro. I'm telling you, I was in the room. Sidebar, like I was in the room with Juju from Beatnuts, and before I mentioned anything about music, we just chilling, talking bullshit about girls, whatever, blah blah blah. I went in the booth and spit some shit, and he went crazy. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, like Pep is like that to me, where it's like I don't see him that like last time I seen him was probably over the summer, but every time I'm around this dude, he's just like got this stoic attitude, just chill. He knows his worth. He's not on some thirsty shit. I didn't know this nigga rap like that, and then come to find out his music's pretty cool. And it's like now I'm down to work with him. Like now I'm down. Like he never asked me for a thing. He might have said like how much I charge for a verse, or he might have said something like that, or like in the sense of he fucks with my music, whatever. But he ain't never been on no pushy shit, and it's just that is the smart way to do it, because now when I see him working, I'm just like, oh, this nigga is like, he knows his worth. He's just making moves. He don't give no fucks about who want to work with him, who don't. He's just making his moves. And that, to me, garners more respect. That makes people respect you more. So yeah, definitely shout out to Pep. Check his music out too. But yeah, I wanted to go on my rant. You know, this is the part where I digress. Now y'all want to check in, you know, watch this replay. Good advice right here. Good advice from my artists, producers. You know, this is something that I've been making music 20 years, y'all. 20 years. 20 years I've been doing this, you know, been doing it a long time, and I've been that hungry, starving artist that was on some fuck everybody shit at one point, you know, like, and being angry and just being, you know, being unrealistic with my catalog, with my straight up value as an artist in the real world, not as yourself. You should always value yourself and keep that shit to yourself until you prove yourself. Feel that inside until you prove yourself and realistically make a mark, do something that makes people see it. You can't just feel that inside and think that everybody has to agree with what you feel inside, my people, you know. Put in the work so people believe it. You believe in yourself and make people believe in you from you just doing the work. So yeah, doing this shit a long time, and I'm telling you, that's definitely good advice right there. Just be cool, be cordial. Don't be too cool. It's a timing thing. It's a strategy thing, because you're dealing with humans. For instance, Static, you know, like, he deals with so many rappers that want to fucking get on his show, and so many people that want something from him, because it's a very niche music, very niche like scene where he's standing out from a lot of people making a living, and whereas a lot of people are not making a living. So it's just like you're dealing with so many people and personalities and faces and people that with entitlement, that it's just like me just hanging around and being cool. That's the smartest thing I could have done. And sometimes I'm too damn cool. Like sometimes I don't promote myself enough and, you know, get up and beat my chest just a little bit, but I've earned that spot. I've earned the respect to at least get the invites, or if I show up, it's going to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, do it the smart way, y'all. Do it the smart way. Stop being thirsty. Stop begging people for anything. Like, you know, ask once. If you keep asking over and over again, you begging, my nigga. Stop that shit. You know, work with the people that want to work with you. Truly. Focus on the people that want to focus on you and want to fuck with you. Advice to my damn self, because I'm a human too. So it's still advice for myself, you know, to continue to shine with the people that want to shine with me and all of that. But now I'm rambling. I feel like this one little beer is kicking in. I'm about to eat some food, some cooked meals, you know what I mean? Feeling good when I eat my own food that I cooked. Find something to watch. Try to create. We'll see what's up. You know, Wu Wei, you know what I mean? Wu Wei, non-forcing. Y'all have a good Saturday.